People, I'm just gonna be real with you all. Sometimes I just go in my playlist and I replay my intro over and over again. That shit is so addicting. Like, you know what? I'm gonna challenge y'all. Name or describe my intro with one word. My boy AB21, who I'm joined with in this here encounter, he said menacing. And I ain't gonna lie, my ego grew 10 times larger. But enough about that. Uh, yeah, it's teams. And y'all know I absolutely despise Lone Wolf being turned on in this game. Y'all know. And in case you didn't know, I am less combat effective in teams than I am in solos. Let me explain what I mean. And by the way, I'm gonna say this first and foremost right now. My boy AB21 does not know about the dam. So I'm gonna take him down said dam and he's gonna be like, oh, this is cool. I'm like, yeah, until you get lost. But anyways, like I was saying, I'm actually less combat effective in teams than I am in solos. Because you see, if you go onto Microsoft.com, if not Xbox.com, and buy yourself one of those headsets, your left headset is game audio, and your right headset is just pure volume. So, I gotta turn my left ear down to hear him, and I gotta turn my right ear down to make sure I don't make my ears bleed. In other words, I don't hear as well when I play teams. Yeah. So, example being, right? Before, when I was playing with him, I'd have my headphones turned all the way up to game volume. He'll be like, bro, I see somebody. I couldn't hear him. But I'll be looking in the direction of where I think I heard somebody. It will take him pinging to get my attention as to where I've seen somebody or to where he's seen somebody too. Right? So I've come to the conclusion that, well, this conclusion was reached like a year and a half ago, that whenever I play with my homeboy AB21, I gotta turn my headphones down. Because if I don't, I can't hear him. When I say hear him, I mean hear his voice in my headset. Yeah. So that's the lore behind that. But that doesn't change the fact that playing with Lone Wolf turned on, even while being a lone wolf in general, is hell. You see, I don't know if you all watch my streams or not, and by the way, I do have a second channel. Him and I, we played field content for about 2 games. We both died the same way. Hostile bushes. And I'm going to say this because it makes sense to me. Veteran players play in teams like how raincoats play in solos. Think about what I just said. Now that you thought about it, I'm going to say this. In Lone Wolf Turned On, shoot every bush you see. There you go. Put one bullet into every bush you see, and I guarantee you somebody might come running out of it. If not, the bush will shoot you and kill you. Yeah. I said what I said. Deal with it. Now, why are we here on this map in particular? Well, like I said about a week, if not a week and a half ago, AB21 is getting back into the game. He is. He's trying to be like, hey, you know, I played like 10 encounters today. I got some wires and I killed 2 people. But I killed 3 people in my 8th encounter, but you know, I got out of there alive. That's what matters, right? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. So my homeboy is really trying to get back into this game. And he says, Jet, I need some materials. And I say, okay, well, let's go on to Descent and see what we can do. That's why I'm walking past everything and I'm pinging everything for him so he can pick it up. That is what real friends do. But he also said this. He said, Jet, I really like the VSS. I'm like, shut the fuck up. He's like, no, I'm being for real. And when I said shut the fuck up, I mean, I was like, no. Yeah, it carried that same energy. But sure enough, my boy has a whole VSS on his back. And I'm like, oh my goodness. That's crazy. You know? And what's also crazy is that we walked pretty much about halfway through the map. And nothing. Absolutely nothing. We haven't gotten shot at. We haven't heard any gunshots, to my knowledge. Everything seems fine. And we're two idiots out here in the open on some rocks. And then we hear shots. See, if this was solos, I could have been killed that guy. But I have to lower my game audio to hear the party audio, aka my boy AB21. Now he's pinging something, and I don't know what it is, but I'm saying, okay, I'm moving behind you. I just killed somebody, and I don't want the person that I killed, their buddy, to magically look in my direction and find me. Right? So I'm rotating. And I believe he said he heard somebody behind him, so I'm coming back here to check. And this is dangerous, because we all know a VSS is very powerful. Or, I take that back, a shadow of its former self. But 11 rounds and they all go out pretty quick. If you miss, you die. And I'm gonna say it, and I have said it time and time again, the VSS is not meant for no gunfight. In a game where it's mostly gunfights, you are putting yourself at a disadvantage while having this gun. But if you can make it work, you're an absolute assassin. And my boy AB21, he's trying to be that. Or at least he was. Now he's stuck on a damn ADR. My boy switches guns like he switches like seasons. Man, I don't know what to tell you. That jammer is making me pause and making me think. Because I'm like, bruh, it's still alive? It's still functioning? It's been quite a long time since that thing was put down. Who is it still shooting? I mean, not shooting, shielding from detection. The detector's right there. And I'm saying to my boy, come and get that guy's box. Because, secondary, right? I believe in my own ability to get kills with this rifle. I've used it for a very long time. AB21 is only just now discovering it. So, I'm letting him grab the secondary as well as any loot that guy has acquired.
Airdrop incoming. Get ready.
And I'm telling him the box is right there. Have at it. But instead, he does this.
Has been marked as a threat. It's up to you to eliminate them.
If you're saying to yourself, Jet, how the hell did you see him? Well, I didn't see him. I seen daylight behind the bushes get obscured. That's what I saw. I keep telling all this, and people still accuse me of like using third-party services or whatever. It's quite. Oh wait, this is my boy. It's quite simple. Look past the bush, and you'll see daylight. When you see that daylight like disappear, that's a person. Simple as that. Now my boy AB21 is calling at me from the grave, bro. Grab the airdrop, and I'm like, no. Do you know what game we're playing? People will wait the entire match before grabbing said airdrop. So after I realized that the guy who grabbed the red chest at the time safe is now gone, I go for an exit myself. And yes, I know, a lot of time has passed, but you see that guy right there at the red chest, or the airdrop from the red chest. And I'm out of here. Now what happens right about here is AB21 says, yo, you are right. You actually saved your own life. Because someone's running with an airdrop right now. And I'm like, bro, what do you mean? And he sent me this. Remember earlier in the video when I said experienced players play Lone Wolf on, like how raincoats play Lone Wolf turned off? This guy was waiting near the airdrop. And you can tell he has the airdrop, he's taking radiation damage. Very quickly, might I add. And he's running away from the airdrop. He was there for a good long time. And look at the gun on his back. It's a light machine gun. Now, if you're wondering, Jet, what team was that? Don't worry, I'll show you. You see that team right there? The one in the center of your screen? These are the kind of players that hop, skip, and jump around in encounters, and you can't kill them. But these are also the kind of players that will hang back and wait in the bush, and they gun you down. Now, I'ma say it, they are fantastic players. But due to how everybody else is playing with Lone Wolf turned on, they're forced to play the same way. And I have no hatred toward these guys, because there's plenty more like them. But to any of you that are wondering, Jet, why can't I play with you? Well, this is the reason why. Lone Wolf turned on, aka teams, is tragic in this game. I can't stand it. Hell, I can't stand this game in general. But hey, now you know. If you made it this far, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.